Hi everybody, welcome to my channel. My name is Kevin. Today I am going to talk about the different symptoms of COVID-19, which I think everybody should know at this point. The pandemic is still ongoing, although it has been reduced slightly. As of today, COVID death has surpassed at least 410,000, which is quite terrifying compared to other countries. So the symptoms of COVID-19 include fever or chills, cough, shortness of breath, fatigue, muscle ache, headache, loss of taste or smell, sore throat, congestion or runny nose, nausea and vomiting, and diarrhea. These symptoms vary in different individuals and there are more other symptoms. However, these are the most common ones. In my case, both my mom and I got the virus, but we didn't have a loss of smell and taste or diarrhea. I didn't even have a fever, which my mom had. My symptoms were only dry cough, fatigue, and body aches. Keep in mind, symptoms may range from mild to severe based on many factors, such as your age, if you have any pre-existing conditions, how's your diet, and your immune system. If you have difficulty breathing, having bluish lips, and persistent fever, you have to go to the hospital or dial 911 for assistance, because those signs suggest that you're having a low oxygen level in the blood due to infection and your lung function is deteriorating. Also, put in mind that symptoms may appear anywhere between 2 to 14 days after the exposure. With that being said, you might have already contracted the virus even though you don't have any symptoms yet, because the incubation time is 14 days for COVID-19. Besides, you're very likely to spread the virus during the times which you have those symptoms, which can be as long as 14 days or longer depending on how fast that person recovers. Therefore, please make sure you have proper safety measures, and that includes frequent hand washing with soap, wear a mask or double mask according to Dr. Fauci, the chief medical advisor to President Biden, and the social distance of at least 6 feet. As a nursing student, a fever is anything above 100.4 degrees Fahrenheit or 38 degrees Celsius. Next, I would like to talk a little bit more about my COVID-19 experience. I feel good now. I don't remember exactly what day I am right now because my symptoms were light, but I think I am between day 18 to 25 after my symptoms started. Although I'm feeling as good as in the past, I still want to address some of the problems that I noticed with this virus that can have long-term impact on the body. Just put in mind that these problems are related only to me. Everyone might have different problems or maybe not. I notice my heartbeat is irregular sometimes, even I am rested. Sometimes it beats so fast that I have to take a couple minutes of break. The second strange point is that my lung capacity has dramatically reduced because COVID-19 is a respiratory virus that targets the lung mainly. I haven't got an x-ray yet, but I think my lungs were damaged to some extent. I can't even practice my vocal now. Singing is one of my hobby and music is basically my life. Right now, I have to take more breath to finish a line of a song. Don't get me wrong, I still exercise every day, so I'm sure the fact that my lung capacity is reduced isn't related to lack of exercise. The third or last problem that I'm having now is coughing. It comes on and off, therefore make sure you consume lots of fluid, preferably water and juice with vitamins. Never consume spicy food because it increases mucus production and therefore induce cough. I didn't have any cough until 2 days ago that I had my lunch with sriracha in it, so no spicy food at least for now. If you have more than one of the symptoms listed, you might want to do a COVID test to make sure. This way you will know whether you should stay home quarantine to avoid the spread of the virus if you do have it. If not, that's a good news. but don't forget safety measures when you go out. The two COVID tests that you should know are the rapid testing and the PCR test. But what are the differences and which one should you get? The difference is that the result of rapid testing is faster than PCR test, which only requires 30 minutes. The PCR test will take at least 3 days. However, rapid testing is less accurate compared to PCR test. That PCR test is 100% accurate because it detects the genetic code of the virus, not just the protein of virus in rapid testing. The time that you go get a COVID test is crucial. You should get a COVID test 5 to 7 days after the appearance of your symptoms. This way, the result will be more accurate because it takes time for the virus to be fully detectable in the test. And let me share my story with you all. My mom did both tests. The rapid test result came back negative, meaning she didn't have it. But then 3 days later, when the result of PCR test came back, it said that she had the virus. This proves that rapid tests can either be falsely negative or falsely positive. The result is not reliable and correct. Therefore, if you were to get a COVID test, I recommend the PCR test. Next, let's talk about what you can do if you really get COVID-19. If you test positive for COVID-19, first thing to do is stay home. This way you can avoid the spread of the virus and you won't cause more virus count in your community. Secondly, make sure your diet is nutritious, high in protein and calories to allow your body to fight off the infection. Taking antibiotic will not help because COVID-19 is a type of virus that attacks mainly the respiratory systems. With that being said, eat lots of meats that are easier to digest, such as fish, any seafood, and chicken, and also veggies for the vitamins and minerals. More importantly, make sure your water intake is higher than usual, especially if you have a fever. If your symptoms are not severe, or I should say under control and manageable, then you don't need to go to the hospital. You only go to the hospital if you have breathing issues. Because COVID-19 is a virus and currently there's no special pharmaceutical treatment to cure it, you have to allow your body to fight off it. You can only take medications that help to reduce the symptoms such as cough, fever, and body ache. I took acetaminophen or Tylenol for pain and fever. I also took Robitussin for cough. I am not encouraging you to take these medications, I'm just sharing it with you. Make sure you consult with your doctor before you take any medications. This is very important. If you are young, healthy, and without any pre-existing medical problems, you will be able to go through it, but it will be harsh. Trust me, I've been there. Another thing is that no matter you have COVID or not, receiving the vaccine will only provide more good than bad. The key is to get it as soon as possible so that we can stop the development of new strain of COVID. Current vaccine only works on current strain. Remember this. It doesn't protect you from the new mutated strain. You know what's deadly about COVID-19 is that a person can get this virus multiple times if safety measures are not implemented. Even after you take the vaccine, it still does not guarantee that you won't get it again. You have to know that it is normal to have some side effects after taking the vaccine. Side effects such as mild fever and body ache will usually go away after a few days. It just means that your body is trying to build up its immunity against COVID-19. During the recovery process, if you're able to move and without any body ache, make sure you do some exercise that improve your respiratory and cardiovascular function. Exercising only improves your immune system so that you will be better off next time when you are infected. It will be difficult when you start, but just keep it light and as time goes, you will feel better. Lastly, my messages to you is that please take care of yourself seriously, and it is not just about you, it can also affect your entire family if one gets the virus. I cannot believe there are still people out there who doesn't believe that COVID is real. To those people, I want to say go check out the hospitals near you. I understand that it's been a tough year for all of us, loss of job, loss of family member or someone you love, but life has to keep going. Stay positive and have faith in this country under the new president. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to let me know. I will be more than happy to answer them for you. Take care guys. I'll see you next time.